Greetings there, my ghoul scientists. Rodamon here. Thank you for tuning in to Rimworld Anomaly Death Cult, Episode 23, Arisen. Weirlig, you still haven't renounced your humanity? No. So who has a better trade price? You got 10-5. Jazz, what do you have? 9? Okay, Weirlig, you are our trader. What do you guys want me to do next? So, let's see. I'm going to curate some options. I can do void provocations to try to get more advanced entities. I could build a Xenogene lab. I could build more entity containment. I could build a proper research lab. Yeah, or other viewer suggestions. I wanted to whittle down the amount of options so it wasn't overwhelming, and it was all the things that I deem most important. So they don't have any gene packs that I need right now, because we already have the sleepy one. And fertile and warm aren't helpful to me. Smoke Pop Side Trainer. Maybe I already have. Hold on. Do I have Smoke Pop? No, I don't. So I'm a Psycaster level 2. I don't know what level Smoke Pop is off the top of my head, but I'll check. It's a 4, so I'm not going to bother buying it. There's an Arc Eye. Under normal circumstances, I would like that, but maybe I don't need that right now. I'll do another Animal Pulsar, as it protects us. And that's all I want to buy. The rest is for sale. Do I have any RimWorld guides? So I have some DLC specific tutorials, but no guides like that. I have very close to vanilla series, which I cover a lot of the gameplay mechanics, like this one, which I'm not using mods. But I do intend to make sort of a guide at some point. That is planned. Once I'm less busy. I should have dismissed you guys. If I was smart, I would wait until I see them eating and then dismiss them. But I don't really need the meals. So let's send them out. Bye. I love that you can dismiss them now. It makes it obvious that it's your territory, right? And there you can ask them to leave. So now that Moxie's up, I wanted to try to resurrect the other ghoul, knowing that quite likely it will be hostile, but I was going to do it anyway. So I know they don't look much like a ghoul, but technically they're a ghoul. So let's go ahead and do that. Ghoul Res Serum, Jazz, use on Major Mildew. And I just have my other ghouls standing by. Well, he'll be in a coma, so it's not like he'll be immediately hostile. Oh, interesting. You are Not hostile, but also not ours. I think we're very much into... I'll just rescue him and let him leave. We're very much into... These are edge consequences that weren't ever considered. So the thing is, he was a refugee that we were hosting, and we betrayed him, but I didn't arrest him and convert him first, so it got a little weird. Got a little weird indeed. I'm going to get rid of the old sarcophagi, because maybe we put a gene lab behind it. So all these old wooden walls. I don't need an excessive amount of wooden walls to just increase the flammability of my base, so I'm just going to get rid of them. I can't really capture him. I can carry him, but there's no capture option. Oh, but he chose to join. Cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and get barbs. I don't... a heart and armor. Nice. Mildew's back. Bingo, bango, bongo. The other thing is he's a dirt mold. So once we have a gene lab, we could hypothetically scan... Well, we already have strong melee damage, but we could scan nearsightedness to offset metabolic efficiency. Tis an option. And you guys want a gene lab. Got it. So, recruit Daz and Ho, and build a Xenogene lab. Fantastic. So the plan was to build a Xenogene lab at the back of the temple. Probably not sharing a wall. So something like that. Because eventually this ritual room is going to go out to about here. In fact, it's really not... Well, maybe here, so that there's space. It's really not a bad idea to just do that now, because it's not that expensive. So I'll just incorporate that into what we're currently working on. Because I need to put more stuff in there, like shard beacons at some point, so I need more space. And actually, this wall goes out to the edge of the sphere of influence of the ritual spot, so it's kind of perfect. Oh, I misspelled Xenogene? Yeah, I did. Misspelling a made-up word. Shame on me. All right, looking good. So we get one of those out, and that will allow us to scan. So the scanner is probably what I want to build first. And then once we have the scanner, we can start banking it and assembling it. So the gene extractor is like the big ticket item to build. Which also means that, Jazz, you are going to need to go get more steel. So I'm going to put you on mining over construction, so that you mine up the steel, and then Crackhead is the builder, primarily. Well, so we're starting to build up a bit of a walkway around the base to prevent filth buildup. We entombed the lifter bot. I would say a door here is pretty reasonable. Nice, another convert. We'll come up for you, Ho. Ho is converted, so he's ready to be recruited. So Karth and Ho are both being recruited, and they have 12 and 17 resistance alike. And I am getting a lot of stuff. And Ho just had his humanity break. Sweet. Be nice and fast. So let's imagine an assembler in the middle of the room, like there. And then the banks can be around it. And then if we happen to need processors, we can build processors at a later time. Oh, who the hell is in there? A rat? Okay. Strange. Oh, Mildew, you should be on Fishbowl zoning. Mikulski, thank you for the bits. Cheers. Jazz, you're cutting stone. Okay. How much stone do I have? I have enough stone. I'm gonna pause the cut stone. You should have been mining. Oh, you finished mining. That explains it. You did a better job than I expected you to. There is some steel here, so you can start vein mining that steel. Because I suspect through the Xenogen lab and a regular lab, we are going to burn through a lot of the material that we have very quickly. Nah, whatever. Allies needing help. Divine Bishop, which is a very weird name for their leader, but okay. What ideology do you have? Collectivist? All right. Divine Bishop has asked us to guard 2 prisoners for 10 days. Oh, no, they won't be prisoners. They'll just be guarded. They won't do any work. And it's advanced component silver, a medical textbook in Jade or Hyperweave. Do we host the 2 colonists? Yes or no? What DLC is the lifter bot from? Biotech. Once all Mildew's implants are done, I'll put him under the knife. He's just not ready yet. Okay, Avaka, yeah, you're doing what I told you to do, but I don't actually want you to do it there. I wanted her to cut the trees that are in the way over here, and she started cutting other trees. Right attitude, wrong trees. Oh, okay. Sow that later. And sow that later. You're just going to continually find a way to not work where I want you working, huh? There we go. So we're getting 11 bioferrite a day. It's not bad. It's not bad. Ghouls, I think we need to do a little bit more hunting. Mildew, you're going to sit this one out because you're not, like, tough enough yet. The difference between the armored ghouls and the regular ghouls is so night and day, it's ridiculous. So Mildew, you're going to get all the improvements soon. Crackhead hasn't finished them, though. Crackhead, what's the holdup on the last one? You're just not working on it? Yeah. Alright, that's probably enough steel for now, so I'm going to have Jazz go back to construction so that we can get the gene lab faster. There's the whole matter of breaking down the previous old construction and replacing it. And you guys want to host the 2 colonists? Interesting. So what reward? Advanced component in silver, med book, and jade, or hyperweave. And the adrenal heart's ready. Alright, Mildew, it is time. Plating, barbs, heart. Hey, we got a mech cluster. Making blasters, okay. And it came with a gunner, came with 2 mini turrets, a Tesseron, a Scorcher, 2 Militors, and a climate adjuster making it colder. Got it. Alright. When does this wake up? It's just permanently dormant? Yeah, I'll leave it. Who cares? I'll wake it up when we get attacked. Make it someone else's problem. That would be the smart play. Little climate adjuster ain't no thing. The mutation obelisk is ready to use. I'm considering maybe like keeping it on cooldown until Ho is recruited. And I should also update the priority. We got Baz. Or rather, what happened to Baz? Baz is Whirlig? Is that right? Yeah. What's... Oh, it's a warg. I was like, what is all that noise? Okay, so Major Mildew. You have all of the enhanced components? Sweet. I don't really like wargs on our map tile, because they will try to go after a colonist, so I'm just going to go after it first. And while I'm here, go after the alpaca. And you guys want the med book and jade. Alright. I have the bedrooms, so yeah, let's accept. Dre and Lane. I'm gonna raffle them off, even though they're temporary guests. And they are gonna be forced inside to keep them safe. They don't do any work, so I don't really need to change their anything, right? Just patient bed rest, that's it. And I am asked to keep them happy. So they hate cannibalism. They don't like nutrient-paced meals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set them up with a new food policy called Simple and Fine. And you guessed it, it's going to be Fine and Simple meals. I already have some Fine and Simple meals in stock. So I'm not too worried about that being an issue, but I will try to keep track of cooking for them. Just to make sure that they have a source of food. Yeah, Dre is a doctor, if you were wondering. Or wanted to be a doctor. So it's Dr. Dre, the very hypersensitive cannibal, and the mute rancher. So he's an animal whisperer. A little bit of a Rain Man who doesn't like his body. And good luck in the raffles. Figured I'd add. Okay, we have a gene extractor. So I'm going to extract the genies one by one. Those are the ones I want extracted most to try to get dead calm so that our prisoners can be made less obnoxious. There's still a bunch of construction to do here before I'm willing to mark down that the Xenogene lab is done. We have the Draw Shamblers and the Flesh Beasts if we want to call them in. I would say I don't need the shards right now. I'd rather work on the lab. So we'll keep it lab-based. God, it really bothers me when they haul, like, almost no steel at a time. I should force them to haul instead of construct. Also, Brandy, man, I keep calling you Brady, probably needs a proper weapon. We extracted Beardless. Okay. I guess. Who's next? Insert art. You don't always get what you want. Beardless is a weird one to get. Get all that cleaned up and replace it with proper walls. Also, I'm not really sure why there's a rat corpse in there. Probably left over from a long time ago. All right, the guests. Your names are what? We'll go with Dre first. You are the Zleb. And Gaspar. Well, welcome. Welcome to the colony. I hope you enjoy your stay. We are only hosting you because of the pay. Meat is a little low. Report for duty. Oh, we got some of the, not all of the ambrosia dyed, just almost all of it. And Ho doesn't need to be converted. So we're just waiting on Carthrain, resistance of 10, and Ho at resistance of about 13 to join. That's not much. I like it. I'm actually going to make some changes here. I might actually put the room back. The idea that I have for this room is this could be a drug room. To store the drugs in case we need to wall it up for binges. So put shelves in there for drugs. We extracted great intellectual, no hair, and delicate. Not super helpful. Alright. Great intellectual is nice, but like nobody really needs that. Next up will be Jack. And then I can also start extracting the... oh, you guys walked back because you got bored. Extracting the ghouls, because the ghouls have genes too that are extractable. Oh, that's biocoded. I'm gonna let Mildew eat a little fresh corpse here. Any of you others hungry? No. Okay, we are getting the banks done. So we'll start to move the already established banks. And hopefully Jack will give us dead calm. But it's a pretty short cooldown, so it's not a huge issue if he doesn't. The cooldown for it is only like 2 weeks. Well, 3 in the case of Anva. Art is about 2 weeks. So not too much of a problem if they don't give it to us. We'll have other opportunities to scan. And I do plan on scanning all of the non-baseliner ghouls too. Cool. We're getting a bit of a gene lab. Nice. So the other thing we could do is once we have the strong melee damage, sleepy, and fast wound healing assembled, we could start implanting the ghouls with it. So, question. Should I make... so the ghouls that would need it would be, I think, everyone but Fish Pickles. Fish Pickles could still benefit from it, because he already has strong melee damage, so it's not like it will double up, but he could get fast wound healing. which I'm not really sure can even compete with ghouls on natural wound healing, which is like absurdly fast. So, but besides that, yeah. So yeah, we could consider doing that. Should I make xenogerms for the 4 ghouls? Yes or no? What do you guys think? We're starting to get them banked. Awful, social, and delicate. Man, it's just not my day. Keep scanning the terrible, terrible genes. Alright, fish, how about you get in? We could also try to scan the Highmate. Highmates have a bunch of genes too. And hypothetically, we could create a xenogerm to override GMT's Highmate with something else. We can unhighmate him if we want. It is weird that the ghouls disappear off the bar when they're being scanned. That's odd. We got a bit of a rolling blackout. But we almost have geothermal. It's just nearly researched, even though we haven't even built a research bench. Another thing I wanted to point out, which is strange, is sandstone shelves no longer have qualities. I didn't see it in the patch notes, but one of the ramifications is they can no longer be... You won't get masterwork, or you won't get inspiration shelves anymore, which was a bit of a joke from before. When you didn't, obviously want that. Alright, so all the gene banks are in. Nice. I am going to set up a bit of a brickyard. Brickyard is going to be here, and this will be important for any of the bricks. Actually, I'm going to say all stone blocks, bioferrite, plasteel, and uranium and steel to be pulled out there. So that will free up a lot of space on the shelves. Come on, fish. Scan something awesome. And you guys want germs for the ghouls. Got it. So in doing that, I probably shouldn't scan the rest of the ghouls. I mean, there's nothing to even scan off of Moxie. She's a baseliner. Or Lordix, also baseliner. Maybe I'll still scan Major Mildew, though. And we got Poor Shooting. That's actually pretty handy for the ghouls, because they never will pick up a gun, so that helps to offset metabolism. So I'm going to scan Major Mildew, and then assemble genes from Major Mildew scan, Moxie scan, Lordix scan, and I'll probably also scan GMT as well, and then assemble a xenogerm that can be implanted into all the ghouls. But Fish Pickles is going to have the gene regrowing for 16 days. So Fish Pickles and Major Mildew won't be able to get xenogerm implantation for a little bit because of the genes regrowing. It will be, well, it just means we can't scan them again. But yeah, we'll figure out what we want to implant in them once the scans are done. Geothermal power is done. So what next research to get? That'll be up to you. Do you want to jump up to multi-analyzer? Do you want to do something else? We have a lot of hops and psychite if you want brewing, just completely up to you. But let's solve some of our power outage problems. The other thing I could do is to move this wall here, and then to, like, give the bedroom this space. So we lose 2, we gain 4? Okay, we'll do it like that. Lose 2, gain 2. All things being equal. And then before we put this in, I'll concrete it up too. That is not what these shelves were for. I didn't notice when we built them, but obviously my colonists took advantage and put a lot of random stuff on them. So, time to pull that all out, friends. In fact, let's have a haul day. Nearsightedness. Hey, that's a useful one. Alright, GMT, you're the last one that I wanted to scan. The vampires still have their genes regrowing from recently being a vampire, so I can't scan them. And then nobody really else has genes, right? Baseliner, 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 and then the rest of the prisoners are all baseliners. So this is the last interesting set of genes, and then we'll do a xenogerm for the ghouls. Looks like I'm going to call this research early. You guys want Psychic Brewing? We haven't had a lot of mental breaks in the colony, so, but you know, it might be nice to have Psycho Brewing before we have mentally broken colonists. So as far as the shelves go, we'll do this critically important for beer. This critically important for tea. This critically important for hemogen. Actually, no one ever hemogen binges, so maybe I'll just keep hemogen in the freezer. So, yayo. Go. Juice and smoke leaf. What's a better base? There's not really a way to answer that. It really depends on how you measure. Security, design, aesthetics. There's so many different ways to measure the quality of a base. Underground bases are immune to pod drop raiders, which can be a pretty damaging raid type. But that doesn't necessarily mean that underground bases are better, because then they suffer from other consequences, like hull timers, hunting availability, insect infestations, etc. 3 shambling corpses. Okay, I'm pretty sure that my, even if their genes are regrowing, my ghouls can handle that, no problem. Was Go Juice actually selected? I think it was, because it's on the shelves. Violence disabled. Scanned off of GMT. if you're wondering, before anyone asks, violence disabled does not stop prisoner outbreaks. Only dead calm does. So violence disabled is not like a viable alternative to dead calm. While you're up, let's go get some alpaca muffalo. So now that we've scanned all of the ghouls and prisoners and everyone else, we can come up with a good xenogerm implantation for them. So let's take a look at that. Strong melee damage is kind of obvious. To offset the metabolic efficiency, maybe awful social. I don't want delicate though, and that's paired with delicate. So maybe nearsightedness and poor shooting. And that gives us a metabolic efficiency at neutral of 0. And we'll call this ghoul. I'll save the template and start combining. How close are you guys? Oh, wow, it got dirty again. GMT, all you do is clean. You're still falling behind on your duties? Good lord. And soon we will have a geothermal generator to help keep the lights on, which is kind of nice. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Anomaly Death Cult, which originally streamed live on Twitch April 28th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhodomont.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhodomont.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow cultists.